No! Oh, no! Okay, Google, turn on lights. No! Alright. What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be reviewing and talking about that loss against Carlton. And if you're wondering, Luke, is this Swoop Luke or Blue Luke? I lost a bet to my boy Pommy and Oz. So, as it always is, I gotta wear this. There's a bunch of signatures on here, but I really don't care enough to figure out who they are, so I'm sorry. I'm in the navy blue, but there's still the black and white stripes here. There's still the Premier flag here. I'm still Swoop Luke, but just like my mood and just like my jersey right now, I'm feeling a bit blue. So before we do jump straight into it, of course, follow me on all my social media accounts, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. They're all Swoop Luke. We hit 2,000 subs. Amazing. Work has been a little bit crazy, but by the weekend, I'll figure out how we're going to do this draw, and we'll go into the draw. It's going to be a Collingwood jersey. Amazing. Thank you so much for the support. It's been ridiculous, and I want to have a quick shout out to Pommy and Oz and Blue Abroad. I'll chuck their links down below. I know they're Carlton supporters, and I know we hate them, but the opportunity to be on their channel and have that live stream. And look, the Carlton fans have been jackasses after the game, but seriously, they've been good, and they've been good to me. And you want to hate them as much as humanly possible, but you just can't. You can hate the club, but their support has been good to me, and they welcomed me with open arms on Pommy and Blue's channel. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. But enough niceties of Carlton. Let's talk about the Pies. So in a game that I thought we would win. I'm pretty sure we didn't go into the game as favourites. Carlton vying for a finals opportunity, and us a bit of a rollercoaster the last couple of weeks. But you know, we beat the reigning premiers. We went into this game full steam ahead, and we started off for the first 3 quarters. We did well. Skills from both sides were shocking. We played to an empty MCG, so you can't say it was the crowd that was getting them rolled up. It was absolutely empty. Skills were shocking from both sides. We weren't hitting targets, weren't making the most of our efforts going inside 50. But for the first 3 quarters, we were up. I think at one point we got maybe 24, 26 points up, I want to say. So we had a very good buffer. But then, in an inverse of the last couple of weeks, that last quarter, we were a shambles, really. Carlton kicked 7 unanswered goals in the last quarter. Mackay, Jordan Rufford, I said Jared Rufford because Blue Abroad freaking said Jared Rufford the other day. Jordan Rufford kept Mackay goalless for 3 quarters, and then in that last quarter, Mackay kicks 4 goals. So I lose another bet. But why? Why did that happen? I've got one theory, and I think that we went into that last quarter thinking, now this is obviously all my opinion, we went into that last quarter thinking, look what we've done in the last quarter for the last couple of weeks. It's just going to happen. We're just going to happen. Carlton were down by, I want to say they were down by, 20 points going into that last quarter? Yeah, so they were down by, no, they weren't. They were only down by, a goal going into that last quarter. It was 20-odd points going into half-time or something like that. They were down by only, a goal going into the last quarter because they had just kicked one before 3-quarter time, which is classic Collingwood, giving away red time goals. But we must have thought, we've got this. We're 4th-quarter specialists in the last few weeks. Let's just go. And then we didn't kick 1 goal. We kicked 3 goals in that entire second half to Carlton's 9 goals. And 6 of those last 9 goals came in that last quarter. We capitulated, and look, how many times do I have to say this, right? And I said it on my live stream as well. Collingwood have a tendency to not put teams to the sword when we're winning. Yeah? We were up by, in the first quarter, and even in the second quarter, we were up by, let's say, 4 goals. Okay? Collingwood, recently, in the last couple of years, we never get to that point where if we're 4 goals up, we never go 6 goals up, 7 goals up. Rarely, okay? It's always, we're 4 or 5 goals up, we're 3 points up. There's no middle ground. Look, that's not the case for every single game, but how I see it is, and I've been saying it for years, we never put teams to the sword. We always let teams back into the game. Our inside 50s were absolutely crazy, to say the least. I was talking to Pommy on the stream. Our inside 50s, whenever we went inside 50 and it was a turnover, it was always that a Carlton player, like Wiedering or whoever the hell it was, would take the mark and then they'd reset. When Carlton went inside 50, it was always, or pretty much always, a 50-50 ball. So it was either a spoil by us, the ball gets to ground, it's a turnover, or it's a ball up. So you can see that their inside 50s were more meaningful when it was a dead ball, whereas our inside 50 was just bomb it long in the hopes that someone can mark it. Wiedering is always there, free, and he's always marking the ball. So something that for years we haven't been able to do properly, we just got to tune that up going forward, just making our inside 50s count. You know, this is a testament to what I'm saying. We went inside 50 45 times for 17 shots at goal. That's an efficiency rate of 38%. Are you kidding me? 38%. You're not going to win a lot of games going under 50%, right? Prove me wrong. You probably can. But what I'm saying is 38% is ridiculous when we've got the ilk of Darcy Cameron, Brody Mychek, Jamie Elliott, De Goey when he's up there, you know? We got a decent forward line when we want to be, but with those sort of balls, we don't have Mason Cox in that forward line, and the ball isn't going to come to ground as easy without him there. We're playing a Mason Cox game plan without Mason Cox, and it's just a little bit weird, and it's very, very, very frustrating. Another thing that was frustrating to me, and I know to you, all you guys as well, because you were saying it on my stream, I think in the first half, we played really well, okay? All our players were standing up. Brodie Grundy was doing really well. But then, game comes to an end, and you look at the stats, you go, okay, Grundy won the hitouts 31-24. Okay, that's always going to happen. But clearances, 22 clearances to us, 36 to Carlton. They were plus 14 in clearances, and they were plus 7 at centre clearances, okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. So if you look at our players, you go, okay, who had the most clearances for us? Taylor Adams had five clearances. Like, Kennedy had 6. These players that Carlton have been screaming to improve, of course improve when we play them. It was stupid not to tag Sam Walsh. I said it on Twitter. Tagging Tom Mitchell is not tagging Tom Mitchell is one thing. Not tagging Sam Walsh, who is the best under 21 player in the game, is another thing. He racked up a bunch of disposals. Look, nearly 400 metres gained, 5 clearances. It's just, what's the point? What is the point? We've done a lot of stupid things, and you know, it's frustrating because that Richmond game, we played good football. Okay, the last quarter we kicked 7 goals or whatever it was. That was good, but we played good football throughout that game, okay, in patches, but still throughout that game. We didn't show that intensity here. We rocked up like it was I felt like we rocked up like it was going to happen, and in football, things don't just happen. You could verse the Roos who are last. You could verse Adelaide or whatever. You know, it's different to like the soccer and stuff. The good teams always beat the bad teams, yeah? Thereabouts. But here, the competition, especially in the last, you know, the bottom half of the ladder, there are anomalies, right? But pretty much it's all even. Let's say the bottom 6 are pretty much all even skill-wise and how they're going about it. So no game is a given. You can't walk into a game as a given, or you can't walk into a quarter in a given. That that is why when we have the opportunities going inside 50, we have to make it count. And I cannot stress that enough. And it stresses me the hell out. But let's look at some of the positives or one of the positives. Young kids are getting games into him. Poulter was on for Thomas's concussion. We'll talk about the injuries a little bit later. He didn't get a lot of the ball, but it's more game time. It's more runs in his legs. Henry, 3 goals. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He kicked his first ever AFL goal and then put on 2 more. Was clunking them pretty much for the first half, thereabouts, or for the first couple of quarters. And then everyone dropped off in that last quarter. But Henry will be a player, and a couple more pre-seasons. He can clunk them. He can kick really well. So it was very, very, very good to see. And it helps knowing that our young kids are coming through and they're going to do well. Look, and I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to say, oh, but the umpires did this and did that and did this. The umpires were shocking. The umpires have been shocking all season, but they were shocking. They were absolutely shocking. There's that Ollie Henry call. There's that Eddie Betts drop mark and the play on that gets called back. But the umpires didn't hit 17 shots from 45 inside 50s. The umpires weren't turning the ball. The umpire, you shouldn't have to rely on a good run by the umpires to win you games. We should have been doing that ourselves. We have 25 shots out of 45. We win this game. You know what I mean? We don't let Carlton kick 7 unanswered goals. We win this game. That's just the way football is, and it's sad. And it was taking me a couple of days to do this review because I wanted to be cool, calm, and collected because I was insane on the stream. I was insane on our Squawk with Swoop afterwards. So now I'm cool, calm, and collected, and it hurts. This one hurts, and I've been saying on Instagram, it really, really, really does hurt. And I hope that you guys can see the positive, which is Henry and some of the kids. But other than that, there's a lot of things that need to be changed. Is Harvey the answer? I don't think so. We have good personnel. We have a good list, right? Don't get me wrong, we have a good list. Still, some players can get better. Some players need to pull their finger out. I'm not naming names. You can leave names down below because like you always do, and I appreciate it. But we've got a good list going forward. We just need a better game plan. We need a more attacking game plan. We need, 2022. Let's just load up with the kids now, 2022. Anyway, guys, this has been my review of the game. Let me know what you guys think down below. As always, I read all the comments and I'll get to you guys if I can. I do appreciate every single one of you. This will go up maybe tonight, maybe Wednesday, we'll see. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shakers, I'll swoop you later.
Ooh la la.